to try to make this as concise as possible. I'm going to be looking at some of my old Instagram posts, and I'm going to just give my little spiel on what I think about my hair at that stage. Now, I will give a disclaimer, some of these pictures will be heavily filtered. At that time, I don't know if I was more so, if I knew I was going to go back and look at these in the future, if that was really at the front of my mind, or I just wanted to put them out there for people to see. But just disregard, I'll try to make it as clear as possible. Okay, so let's get into this first picture. Now, this is the day of my install. I asked my mother to start them. She did the back, I did the front. I used a triangular grid pattern, which I liked a lot more. I feel like it went a lot more with my style. And here we are. Notice that my hair is a little bit everywhere. It lays down a lot better in the back than it did in the front. I don't know if that's because of the texture difference. I do have 4B hair in the back, but yeah, the front is generally a little bit drier anyway, so, and it drew up to my head a lot whenever I first installed them within that first week. But yeah, this is what my first day starter or baby locks look like, and I can say I've come a long way. So the next one I want to show you guys, and this is not of my hair locked, but it's when it was loose. I have a texture shot of what my hair looked like loose. This is a mirror picture, and this was like maybe a 2 or 3 day old 2-strand twist. The caption said, "The queendom. I love my juicy fro, but now it's time for my crown to blossom in another way. As a woman with locks." And I did this as a texture shot. At that point, I was kind of missing my loose hair. I think that's like a normal part when you go through the experience of going from loose hair to locked hair, is that you might have times where you will miss your loose hair, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should go back and comb your locks out, or, you know, take them out. If you find that you are ruminating and overthinking and constantly thinking about your loose natural hair, then that is something to consider. But I would say, even if you miss your loose hair, just give your locked hair, your babies, a chance before you make the decision to take them down. You know, just give them a chance. All right, so the next picture I want to show you guys is another picture. I want to show y'all what my puff looked like. Y'all, my hair is dense, okay? And this was actually 1.5 years before I locked up. That's what I said in the caption. I was like, oh, I remember this girl. Yeah, my hair was super thick. Well, it's super thick, and I always looked like a little girl every time I wore my hair in like a puff, or especially when I had on glasses. Like, I looked like a little girl, like my features. And people would always card me. I still get carded to this day. Like, I'm grown as hell, but I still get carded. One thing I like about locks is that even though I still get mistaken for being, you know, quite a few years younger than what I actually am, it was even worse when I was loose natural hair. Okay, like even worse. Okay, so I want to show y'all this one too. Like, so this is one of the heavily filtered ones, but this is where my hair was at 1 month, y'all. Like, you could obviously see where in the locks my hair was starting to bud. The 2-strand twist demarcation line was very evident in some parts. But my hair, what I noticed is that my hair started to mat and lock and bud towards the tips or ends before they did like in the middle of the shaft. And my hair would lock and bud like in patterns. And you can kind of see it in this picture too. Like, I'd have, as it moves down, the locks is shiny, but then the tips, it was very matted. So, well, not very matted, but it began to matte more. So this was my 1 month lock anniversary, like I said. Okay, so here I'm going to show you guys the difference in my locks. I have some locks that have blended ends, which I've mentioned in the video before, and then I have some locks that are curly at the end, still loose. This was 4.5 months locked. Pretty much were halfway locked. This is what my hair looked like. I had shea moisture in my head at that point. That's where the white stuff is. My first interlock, And I did my first interlock on August 5th, 2015. And that was about 5 months into my journey. And as you can see, I don't care about making sure my locks are perfect. I just appreciate the fact that my locks stayed tight even after I was working out, because I was a real hardcore gym head at that point. So this video actually me shaking my locks. At this point, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but my locks has swollen a lot, and my locks, I noticed, began to get a little bit heavier and denser. And I was talking junk. I was like, if you don't F with me when my locks are short, don't be in my face when my locks get long. This was August 23rd, 2015. Okay. Oh my God. And this is another picture validating what I just said about my locks looking very swollen. And at this point on August 25th, 2015, they actually look like dreads for the first time. The swelling at the tips or ends had begun to move all the way up to my roots. And it just looked really cute. So that's when I really felt like, okay, I'm a lock head. I'm a little dread head, you know, cute. You know, it didn't look like I just forgot to take my 2-strand twists down, you know. So let me see. A couple more pictures. Now this one is actually a comparison of the first week and the 6-month mark, and I said happy 6-month anniversary to me. And then like basically I was comparing the change. Y'all can see evident change. My locks I had just done a fresh retwist on the 6-month mark, and my locks were kind of like scraggly and stuff like that, but you can definitely tell they were locks. They were just short, and it was just crazy to see my hair transform like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if you got, so like I want to show you guys what my hair looked like. Like, I ain't had no hair. I was a little baldy. Okay, so this one on the Instagram caption, I said, don't mind me, I'm just reminiscing. I did my own big chop and I started my own locks, and I'm just showing you guys the journey of going from basically bald to locks that touch my shoulders. So definitely a long way. And this is the last picture where I compared my 1 day to my 1 year. And I said, day 1, wild and crazy, versus today, cool, calm, and collected. It's my 1 year lock anniversary. Proud of myself for making it to this point. I'm 4C/4B texture, and I thought I'd be locked by now, but not yet. Mainly in the back where the texture is a lot softer and looser curl. Anyway, not really too much worried about the length at this point. It will come. I have to wash and interlock them, so this isn't their true length anyways. Shrinkage at the roots. Question: are my babies still considered starter locks? So while my hair had grown, basically it was the same length at the 1 year mark, but they looked like dreads at that point. They didn't just look like 2-strand twists. You can definitely see where some of them were blunted and some of them still had a looser curl. And yeah, like they were like, it looked like they had matured and were coming into themselves at the 1 year mark. But like I said, my hair in the back wasn't fully locked, and I feel like that's because I think maybe at that point I had combined a few, but also I have looser textured hair in the back. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a conclusion of the review of my, I guess, first year, the main pictures of my first year. And I just wanted y'all to get more insight from me on where my mind was at in that first year. I chose the Instagram pictures, 1, because they were the easiest to find, and 2, let me get some light in here, and 2, because I feel like if those are the pictures that I put up, then those are the pictures that I should want to represent me in the video as well. So yeah, so I do appreciate you if you made it to this point in this video, that you appreciate the thorough verbalization of this video. And until the next time, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.